It is Sunday, April 6th, and it's been a bit, it's been a while, but I am happy to be recording today. I have lots to talk about, lots to share, but one of the things I want to share right off the bat is that I'm finally able to show you guys my Christmas gift that I got. It's a two-piece gift. And my dad was over. Well, my parents came over yesterday, and my dad helped me put together the cabinet that I'm going to use for my Christmas gift. This is the cabinet that we built yesterday, and it's going to be where I put my Christmas gift, which I'm really excited about. And what I really liked about it is that it has a place already. It's got 3 outlets. It's got a nice drawer, and it's got, you know, storage in there. I already put some stuff in there, but it's going to be perfect for my Christmas gift, which I'm going to show you right now. So here is my Christmas gift. The issue with this Christmas gift is that because of the height of my cabinets here, I can't really put anything here. Plus, I don't like having things on the counter, so I gotta put these things away. So it doesn't fit. I figured it would have to be a 2-part gift with the cabinet and then the mixer. So I'm really excited. Actually, everybody's been wanting me to crack this thing open because I've promised many baked goods. So we'll see how that goes. Hello and welcome to Season 9, Episode 1 of the Crochet Luna blogcast. My name is Claudia and I'm coming to you from the San Diego area in Southern California. Yes, it is Season 9. This is the start of my 9th year here on YouTube. I celebrated my podiversary on March 28th, and today I am recording on Sunday, April 5th. No. Never go by the dates that I give you because I'm usually wrong. It is Sunday, April 6th. I am so glad you're here. Thank you to any new viewers. Welcome. My returning viewers, I love you guys so much. You've always been so supportive of this channel. I'm really excited to be recording. I've got lots to share. I don't have any FOs, but I still have lots to share. So let's get started. All right, so March came and went. I wasn't able to record a video in March, but that's okay. I was super busy. A lot of things going on at work. I'm a registrar at a middle school, and so for us, this is a busy time of the year because we are getting ready for school year 2025-2026, and it's really exciting. It's actually my first year in the position, and a lot of new things that I'm learning, and I really like my job. It's very challenging, and yeah, it's a really good fit. So I'm excited to learn what I need to know, what I need to learn for the upcoming year. And yeah, it's been crazy. A lot of stuff has been going on. Health-wise, I am doing very well with my RA. Not so well in another department. I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm actually getting surgery for some kidney stones that I have. yes, I been having some kidney issues for the past 6 months, and it looks like I have to have surgery to get them removed. Doesn't sound like a lot of fun, but it's got to get done. I'm having surgery April 15th, and I've done some of the pre-op work already, and I'm ready to go. I scheduled it. Actually, it was really funny. I said to the doctor, hey, can I just schedule this in the summer? And he's like, no, you've got to get this done now. I don't know. I just, it's just crazy. It's crazy how, the older you get, these health problems just keep coming and they don't stop. Really working hard to get a control over my health. I'm working hard trying to control the inflammation, trying to eat better, trying to do a little bit more exercise. I'm just trying to do better so I can feel better and be more productive. And it's just been really tough. This year has been difficult with the things that I have been going through and with my RA flaring up. I just want to find a place where I have longer periods of time where I feel well and I can, do the things that I love. But anyway, so March came and went, and the highlight of March was that my family and I went to Disneyland. We haven't been to Disneyland in years, like so long that my kids didn't even hardly remembered the last time they went. I think it's been at least 10 years, I want to say. And I was super excited because I haven't seen Star Wars Land, and my family and I were huge Star Wars fans. So when we got there, the first thing we did is head over to the Star Wars Land so that we could check it out. And it did not disappoint. If you are a Star Wars fan, it's a must go. You have to go check it out. It is so cool. And I will pop in some footage here of what some of the things that we saw. I don't know what I was saying. I had to stop recording because the dogs were barking. But Star Wars Land was great. We had a really good time. I bought 2 new mugs to add to the collection on that day. Let me show you the first one. The first one is this one. It's got R2 right there. It's got the Millennium Falcon right there. I saw this mug and I just fell in love with it. The second mug I bought because it was really cute. And actually, I haven't even seen this movie, or if I have, it's been so long that I don't really remember much. But I saw the mug and I'm like, it has to go home with me because it is so cute. I bought this mug. Plus, it says bonjour on it. Look how cute. Bonjour. And so she is got her little pink ribbon. And this is Moorit from Aristocats. Like I said, I don't remember. I don't think I've ever seen this movie. But she was too cute. Too cute. So I've got 2 new mugs that I added to the collection. And had the best time. We had one of those days that we'll probably always like remember because it was such a great family day. Then I think at the beginning I showed my dad putting together a cabinet. So I've been teasing you guys. I've said it several times about my Christmas present, and I never recorded and showed you what the present was. So back in November, my husband and I were at Costco and we saw these KitchenAid mixers that were at a fantastic price. And I've been wanting one for years. I've been wanting one. And he said, well, do you want that to be your Christmas present? I'm like, yes, please. So I brought my Christmas present home and it literally has sat in the kitchen since like late November. And because of the height of my cabinets, I knew that it wouldn't fit well underneath. So I also purchased a cabinet that you have to assemble so that I could put my mixer on top. Well, that has also sat since November until yesterday when my dad came over. Well, both of my parents came over. Dad came over and he and I put it together. And I think I included a little bit of that footage at the beginning. If not, I'll put it in here. But I think I will put it in the beginning as like a little intro. So we built that, and then we built that, and then I took out the KitchenAid mixer to put on top. And I can't wait. My son has been like, when are you going to get this out of the box so you can start baking stuff? So now I have no excuse. I can start baking. But being the crafty girl that I am, I kept thinking I need to cover it because I don't want it to get dusty because it's not like I'm going to be using it every single day. So I immediately headed over to Etsy to see if I could find a pattern for a cover. And sure enough, I bought this pattern. It's called KitchenAid Mixture Cover by Katie So Happy. So I bought this pattern. This is a pocket and it's optional. I probably won't do the pocket, but this is what it's going to look like. And it looks like pretty straightforward. I was looking at the pattern. The pattern's nice. It's a nice photo tutorial. And it looks very straightforward. Like I said, I want to make that, and I have a bread maker as well that I want to cover, and I have my what do you call it? Oh my gosh, my blender too. I want to make like matching covers for those things because I do keep them on the counter. I don't like a lot of stuff on my counters, but I do have those things, but they get dusty. So I think if I make matching covers to the KitchenAid, it's going to look nice. So here's a project that I think is going to be a quick one, and I want to work on that. Fabric wise, I have one in mind that I'm going to show you. I think it's going to be really cute. I've had this fabric also in stash for a really long time, but it's this Frida Kahlo fabric. Look how cute that is. So I think I'm gonna make my my KitchenAid cover out of this fabric, and hopefully I'll be able to figure out how to make one for the bread mix. The bread maker is almost the same size as the KitchenAid, so I think I might be able to get away with making two. But yeah, love this fabric. I've had it for a long time. I always thought I would make bags with it, but as of today, once I downloaded the pattern, I'm like, this is gonna be the fabric that I'm gonna use. So that's one upcoming project. Then I wanted to show you, I don't have any FOs. I have not finished anything, but I wanted to show you the progress that I've made on my granny shawl that I've been working on. It's called the Granny Stripe Shawl by Crochet Objet, and I have shown you guys this pattern before. This is the shawl, and this is Moorit, and she has a channel here on YouTube that I really, really enjoy. I will link it down below. If you have not seen her, her latest blog, she took a trip to Paris. It's beautiful. And the food that she shows on that blog, oh my gosh, I just wanted to eat everything. But anyway, so this is the shawl. And then I'll show you mine. I keep it in this little basket that I picked up at the farmer's market. And I was just using minis from Stash. And here's my shawl so far. This is not going to be as long of a shawl as I think what she has here. I just want to use all of the minis that I originally picked out. So here's what I have. I really like the color combination. At first I thought I was really, really iffy on this color combo because it's not really my palette of colors, but as I've been working on it, I have really, really enjoyed how this is coming out. I especially like the dark colors that I have in the shawl, which is like a dark blue and a dark green. Lots of ends to weave in, but it's okay. I can like watch a movie and do that, but look how pretty that looks. I really like it. And then there's a little like scallop border that you do, and for that I've been saving this dark blue color, which looks really nice on camera. So what I have left, so like I'm almost done. Like I can probably finish this tonight because my intention is to chill tonight. This is all I have left. So I'm gonna make sure that I put all of this in the shawl, do the border, and then I'll do the scallop edging and block it, and I should be done with it. So that's my almost finished project. This is beautiful shawl. Then I'm gonna show you the gloves. If you have not followed me, then you've been spared the story of these gloves. If you have followed me, you know that this is a challenge that I've been dealing with. I don't always show them because, you know, they don't always get worked on, but so I've shown you guys before. The yarn is fantastic. I have to order more of this yarn. The pattern's fantastic. It's just that I just can't just like, you know, work on it without really focusing. But I do have progress. I do have progress. I've started on the second one. So there is progress. They will get done. They will get done. I have to get these done. And those are living in this gorgeous bag, crochet bag from, I think I said it wrong. I think I said row 1 the last time. It's actually Home Row Fiber Company is the company that makes this bag. The pattern is the Traveling Vines Mitts by Brenda K.B. Anderson. That's who designed these gloves. And like I said, it has nothing to do with the pattern, and I love working on them. To get to the point where I'm sitting down in a space with enough time to really put in some time to work on them, it's been very challenging. But the gloves are beautiful. The pattern's well written. I have no issue with the pattern. The final product is beautiful, and the yarn, I mean, I can't say enough good things about the yarn. The yarn is absolutely fantastic. So that's that. I have 2 patterns that I want to share. Both are brand new patterns. Both I want to do, but I've got to finish this stuff. I know I always say that. But this next pattern comes with a big announcement, because my favorite person, Miss Faye Dashborough Hughes, is back on YouTube. And when I saw her pop up on YouTube with her new podcast, I squealed. I was so freaking excited. I was so happy. I can't even tell you. Faye is to me is what I respect Faye so much, because she's one of the most amazing, talented contributors to the crochet community. Like, she's not just a designer. She is such a wealth of knowledge for the crochet community. Her previous podcast is still up on YouTube. You can watch it from episode 1, and you will get so much out of her content. It is meticulous. It is detailed. It is researched. I can't say enough good things about the product that Faye puts out. It's always high quality, high standard product in everything that she does. And so she, stopped podcasting a couple years ago. Was it more than 2 years? I'm not sure. I think it was maybe 2 or 3 years. She stopped podcasting, and she left like a big hole, I feel, in the YouTube crochet community, because what she was doing, what she does, what she brings to the table, really, I don't see anybody else doing. So I was so excited, so excited to see her back on YouTube. And we had a little bit of a chat to catch up, and we picked up right where we left off. I'm just so happy. I'm so happy she's come back. And she has a new pattern release. It's called One Way or Another, and it's for one of these what do you call them, neckerchiefs? Along the lines of that really popular knitting pattern, the Sophie scarf that everybody was making, and I've been waiting for a good crochet version to come along. Well, it's here. It's absolutely here. Look how beautiful that is. Here is some other versions of it. A bigger one. I might want to make one in a natural color like that. I'm really wanting to do that. I love the way this looks. I think this is going to be fabulous. I'm so excited to work on this. But again, I know, I've got to finish that stuff. But Faye is back in town, back in our YouTube streets, and I will definitely link below not only her YouTube channel, but her website. You can follow her on those platforms. She, I think, is going to be really focusing on developing her YouTube channel. And the name of her new podcast is called Brew from the Bothy. That's every 2 weeks she's coming out with a new episode, and they are so good. There's 2 up already where she's researching and exploring and designing with mohair. talking about the different kinds of mohair. Like I said, nobody does what Faye does, which is she goes into these rabbit holes and comes up with gold. You know, she just gives you so much information. Like these, you know, these patterns, she's never just going to give you this one pattern. She's going to give you versions of that pattern so that you have, you know, to choose from. It's just, she does so much good stuff for us, and I really appreciate her, and I'm really happy that she is back. The next pattern that I have is also a new release, and it's from my friend Clarissa Beth of Crochet Cakes. It's her Lazy Polka Dot Top. Look how cute this is. Perfect for spring and summer. I think that's really cute. And I think this might be a quick make. I have some more pictures that she posted. Here's one in blue. I think this might be a tester, but look how cute it looks cropped like that. I think I would do it like this. I think this is really cute. And then here's another one. And it's granny stitch, and I'm sure actually I think the name of this top is the Granny number 5. I wonder if this is, I wonder if it has 2 names, but I've seen it advertised as the Granny number 5, but on here it says Lazy Polka Dot Top. I think this, I don't know. We're gonna go with the Granny number 5. That's how I've seen her advertise it. Very cute. Very, very, very cute. Just a side note, Clarissa Beth and I are going to be doing Summer of Romance again this year. I sat down and I was going back through my whole Instagram feed and my YouTube videos. We started doing Summer of Romance in 2017. And this year's summer theme is close proximity. So you can interpret that any way you want. We will be releasing dates as we get closer. You can join us if you knit, if you crochet, if you sew, whatever crafty thing that you do, you can join our Summer of Romance. But that's going to be starting sometime in June. Like I said, we will put more details as we get closer to those dates. The next up and coming along that I am participating in is our annual Dodgy Bag Mal. This is a make along that I co-host with Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful. That make along will start April 1st. I will have more information in the coming weeks. Not April 1st, not April 1st, because that means it would have started last week. No, it's going to start May 1st. So the Dodgy Bag Mal, the start date is May 1st. It usually runs for about 4 weeks. There will be no swapping component. There will be nothing extra this year. We are just gonna go back to what we used to do, and it's just, let's make a bag. If you don't sew, this is a time, and you wanted to learn how to sew, this is your opportunity. Allie has videos that she has on her channel. As we get closer to that make along, I will list them below, but you can find them on her channel now. So start to get that sewing machine in shape, get it clean, get it looked at, get it serviced, and start thinking about fabrics, start thinking about shapes. It is a really, really, really fun make along, and every year I am blown away by the bags that you guys make. So again, there will be no swapping component. It's just gonna be make a bag for yourself, yeah, just have some fun making bags. So more details to come, but we're definitely doing a Dodgy Bag Mal this year. I usually design a pin for it. I will work on that and design a pin and maybe a sticker. You know, the pin thing thing has really, it's really not a popular thing anymore. Like, people don't really buy pins. I love designing them. So what I do is I just have very small quantities made for those of you who want pins for the make-alongs, because I know that the market for the pins is not what it used to be, and that's okay. Things change. But I love designing stuff. Like, I love designing mugs. I love designing all kinds of stuff. So there will definitely be a Dodgy Bag 2025 design that I will put out. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Lots of stuff to come. I feel like spring is here. Summer will be here before you know it. So we're going to get all of our things in order so we can end our crafting year. For me, the crafting year ends on June. June 30th is, like, to me, the end of the crafting season. Then we take a break, couple months break. We're back in August, and then September is the beginning of the crafting year. So we're going to wrap up this crafting year strong. Let's talk Moorit magazine. Moorit magazine is going to be on sale in my Etsy shop on April 8th. I chose not to do a pre-order this year or for this magazine because Etsy really does not like pre-orders. It really is not set up for that. And I actually got dinged on my Etsy shop because I would run the pre-orders and it kept showing that I wasn't shipping the product. So I got a warning letter from Etsy about it. So I had decided I was not going to do a pre-order. I have issues of Moorit that I will be listing on April 8th. That will go on sale on April 8th. And if you have not heard, this will be the last issue of Moorit magazine. It is going to be the spring summer 2025 issue. It's right here. And it is dedicated to menswear. Don't let that deter you. There are so many patterns here that even though it says menswear, I feel like I could make this for myself. I mean, there are some really, really great garments, like this sweater here. I mean, I could totally wear that. I'm sure I'd have to make some adjustment for the boobage, but I think I could wear that, no problem. I love, let me show you the one that I really like. Oh, here's a perfect example. So here's a sweater. This is a sweater on the cover. And then here's Allison wearing the sweater. That's Allison Chu. She is the publisher of Moorit magazine. So here, this is actually her husband. This is her husband. So here she is wearing the sweater on this page, and here he is wearing the sweater on this page. There's also, you know, as we're talking about these popular neckerchiefs, there is one called Mainsail. This one right here. She's wearing it on her head. He's wearing it around his neck. And here's a good picture of it right here. There we go. So yes, this will be the last issue of Moorit magazine. And if you have been purchasing Moorit, there's this really nice hat that she is wearing. So again, although this is dedicated to menswear, as you can see, there's no reason why some of these pieces can't also just, you know, be worn by women. I'm going to call it unisex. How about that? I think it can go either way. Like anybody. How about this? Anybody can wear these. And I think that's really, really, really exciting that you can have garments that can be worn by anybody, regardless, right? Look at this one. This is beautiful. So Moorit is going away. I'm really sad, but I'm so thankful that Moorit was with us for as long as it was, because this was a real labor of love by Allison. And she gave us a gift with Moorit Starting from issue 1, she's had some amazing designs, amazing designers, and she has showcased crochet in a way that hasn't been showcased before. High quality magazine, beautiful designers, beautiful designs. Beautiful designs. Things that were very unusual and just high quality. Here's another neckerchief. So yes, if you wanted to complete your Moorit collection, then you have to have this issue. It's the last issue. There will be no more Moorit, and it will be on sale in my Etsy shop on April 8th. I have a tiny pinback update, and it's all book related because, you know, everybody's reading nowadays and sharing what they read, and so I thought I designed a couple of pins for us readers. So here's an acrylic one that I made, designed some time ago actually. It says, but first, there it is, but first books. This is an acrylic pin. It's going to have not this crappy plastic backing, but it will have a safety back for you, so you won't lose it. So you're going to get this, there you go. You can get this one. And then a tiny update of these two, which is, one says Book Nerd, and then one that says I Love Books. There is another pin that I designed that was really cool, and I went looking for it so I could show it to you, and I can't find it. And it has like a little skull, and it says one more page or something like that. If I find it, I'll list it and you'll see it in my Etsy shop. So there'll be a couple of things in the Etsy shop that are new. I'm also working on a very small bag update, and it's for my cheeky bags, which are the really small bags. They're about this size, and they're good for socks. I've pre-cut some fabrics. I'll show them to you. Super small update, super small, but this is one of the fabrics here. This fabric my mother brought back from New Zealand, and the inside of the bag will have this cute little polka dot fabric. So this is a bag, and I have this fabric here, sock print with this linen lining. Then I've got this really cute fabric with these cute little ladies, and this one will have the polka dot lining as well, so it's going to look like that. And I have this cute little summer one. If you hear that noise, that's my dog eating. I've got this cute little camping one, and it too will have the blue polka dot. So I am working on a super tiny sock bag update. Hopefully I can get these up by the 8th. If not by the 8th, check back on the Friday, and then I should have them up by the Friday. But yeah, so a little bit here and a little bit there of things that I will have. My Etsy shop has been closed for a long time, since December. And I've been really going back and forth as to whether I want to keep it open. I'm just, I work full time. I'm so busy, and I really, I don't have much time to really make products. I'm a one woman shop, so, I don't know. I mean, I really like making the things that I make, and you've always been very supportive. I've always done very well when I have little updates, especially the bags. So that I feel like I want to keep going and I want to keep the shop open, but then it's just so difficult, you know. It's hard. It's hard trying to like have two jobs basically. But because I always like to be doing something creative and I always like to be doing something, you know, with my hands, you know, that's why all of this is here. But we'll see. As of right now, I mean, I'm looking to stock another magazine that's coming out that has crochet in it. I don't want to say anything until I either get the approval or get the magazine in my hands. But I don't know. You know, it's where I'm at. And I just didn't want to, I don't want to make what I do become so burdensome that I don't want to do it. And right now, the only thing that keeps me from making more things for the shop or designing more things for the shop is that I don't have the physical time to do it. Like I run out of time. Like the other day I was crocheting and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm like, and I didn't have work the next day. So, I was so into it. Like I was so focused. Nothing hurt. My hands were fine. I had a podcast on the TV. The house was quiet. Everybody was sleeping. I was just working on my shawl. And I was in this really good, happy place. Except it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Anyway, another little adventure I want to talk to you guys about is I went back to the library. I've shared with you that in my local library they have a special store where they sell discounted books that people donate. These are not just the books that the library is trying to get rid of. This comes from donations from people, and they are having this huge sale. Like everything was 50% off, and I found this little book that I purchased. It's called The Complete Book of Knitting and Crochet. It's on the vintagey side, and it was published in originally published in 1958. Was it 1958? Sorry, 1953. And the copy that I have is from 1954. So I've been picking up books like this. I just feel like there's something really interesting about how patterns are written before as opposed to how they're written now. They assume a certain level of knowledge of the craft, whether it's knitting or crochet. And the patterns are so much more, what's the word? Not so wordy, basically. They're not as wordy. So it's got patterns. So this is like a little pot holder. This little pot holder. And the pattern is 1 page. This is it. That's all you get. Just 1 page. Figure it out. And I wonder why we now require so much more, you know, from our designers. We want it all. We want a chart. We want a video tutorial. We want a graph. Well, I said charts, the same thing, graph, right? We really almost demand that they do all this work. Whereas before, here you go. 1 page, done. Here's another pot holder. There's some really hideous things in here though. I gotta show you this. Like, this is just, you guys know that I like my owls. I don't know about that. Amigurumi has come a long way, let's just say. I mean, that, no, I'm not making that. And then there's a really angry puppy. Look at that puppy. I think that would scare a child if you gave them that puppy. But, you know, they don't have, like, in terms of, like, garments in here, they don't have a lot. Whereas for knitting, the knitting side, they have a pair of socks. Although when I first looked at these, I thought, oh, I wonder if these are crocheted. That would be really interesting. But it's got, it's got cast on information. So, yeah, that's knitted. And then it's, look at this. I think this is cool. Look at this bonnet. Like, I could totally see somebody wearing that now. And then there was, oh yeah, there's this really, look at this sweater. Cool vintagey sweater. So yeah, for knitting, they have all of these. Okay, this is not so cool. Like, I don't know about this. I don't know about that one. But they've got some really interesting, like, this is another piece. Like, I could totally see somebody making this and wearing it. A lot of, like this, this is a whole garment pattern here in a couple pages. But for the crochet, they don't have a lot of patterns, but they've got, oh, they've got a blanket, I guess. And of course, they've got doilies, because you know, crochet and doilies. But anyways, I picked this up, adding it to the collection. I really like this kind of stuff. I think it's cool. I paid 50 cents for it. And over 900,000 copies were sold of this book. See, it says over 900 copies, 900,000. It cost 75 cents back in 1954, and I paid in 2025. I paid 50 cents. Paid 50 cents for it. So then I found this book, the Quilt Maker's Handbook. And it's got a lot of information on hand quilting and just really cool information about how to, you know, put together a quilt. Let me show you a page that has the photographs in it, because it's mostly black and white, and then it has pages of actual blankets. Like, this is cool. I think this is cool. I just can't imagine making something like that. I've never done anything like that. Like, this is really neat. Look at this. I like that. So I bought this book. And, oh, I love this one. It's very abstract. Sorry, I'm just going to keep showing you pictures because look at how cool this is. I bought this book. I think it's cool. I have a lot of quilting books. One day, I will be able to make a real quilt, like a bed. That's my goal. I want to make a quilt for my bed. I've never done anything like that. I think it's a great challenge. And one day. Then I found this little package, which I like some of the things in it. Hold on, let me take it out because there's too much glare. But I didn't buy this. I didn't buy this for the pattern. I'll be honest with you right now. I did not buy it because of the pattern. It was 50 cents. Come on. Here we go. So, I think this is really cool. These pillows, not this. I can't see me wearing that. But I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Never say never, right? I didn't buy it for the pattern. I bought it because it came with a bunch. How can I even show this to you? a bunch of buttons. And here's a moon and some stars, like little ceramic buttons. And you can hear it. They're all ceramic. Here's the, oh, let me show you the moon the right way. Here's the moon. There's the moon. And all, like a ton of these cool little, there's some stars. And then there's some other little ones. And I paid 50 cents for the whole bag of buttons and pattern. And I thought that was really cool. I mean, I like ceramic buttons. And it, you know, I could maybe cut this little bird out and put it somewhere else, not necessarily on the back of a pillow or a, you know, a vest. And then I found this one, which again, I didn't so much buy it for the pattern. I'm a big fan of tools. I like finding tools, and I have been looking at quilting stencils, and I thought they were really interesting, especially small ones to work on like on a bag. So I bought this pattern. This is kind of cool. I didn't buy it, and this is an actual photograph. I didn't buy it for the pattern. I didn't buy it for this. This is 50 cents. I bought it because it had this stencil. And so what you do is you can, you know, stitch around, like you put the stencil on, you can draw it with one of those, you know, pens that you erase with heat, but then you can stitch the design on whatever you're going to use it on. Like I was thinking maybe if I did a bag and I wanted to do some hand stitching, I could use this stencil and put this really pretty border on it. So anyway, I bought it for the, I poked myself. I bought it for the stencil, and the other pattern I bought for the buttons. And that's really all the purchasing that I've done. It's been like $1.50 worth of, maybe it was $2. How much was the book? Let's see. Oh, 50 cents. So $2 worth of stuff. That's all I've spent money on in the past month and a half. I've done really well. Been focusing on working from stash. I've been, even the fabric, I haven't bought any fabric. With Joann's going out of business, I have a new source that I want to explore, which is actually going to the garment district in downtown LA, where they have all of the fabrics, all of the notions, all of the trims. If I make that trip between now and the next time I record, I will definitely put footage of it because it's amazing. I've been down there a couple times, not to buy fabric, but for other things. And it's so overwhelming. I mean, it's just like warehouse after warehouse of fabric. I think that's it. I think that's what I had in my notes. Again, just to recap, Dodgy Bag Mal's coming. Then after that one is going to be Summer of Romance. My Etsy shop will reopen on the 8th. You can purchase Moorit magazine. The last issue of Moorit will be available. And I will hopefully finish my shawl today. That's my plan. After I record, I'm going to sit down and just finish off my shawl. Because the ends, that's what's going to take me, you know, it's going to take me time to put those ends, weave in those ends. Then I'll have spring break, and then hopefully I will have time to do more crafting and record more videos. I don't know how things are going to go post-surgery. It's supposed to be a 10-day recovery, but my doctor said some people go back to work the next day. So we shall see how that turns out. I hope that you guys are having a good time. I hope you're crafting. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate your comments. I want to get back to my socks. I think after the shawl and the gloves, I really want to get back to my socks. I'm still due to finish my January and February socks because I have the yarn for both of those. I haven't even try to find March yarn for socks because I'm so behind on that. But I'm having fun. I miss recording videos. I really do. But summer's coming. Hopefully I'll have more time then as well. So many things that I want to do and make. So many things. But take care, craft with joy, and I will see you next time. Bye.